The story begins deep in the lush forests of Central and South America, where researchers first stumbled upon a phenomenon so bizarre that it would challenge our understanding of nature itself. Imagine an ant mindlessly marching to its doom, seemingly hypnotized by an unseen force. This isn't the result of a predator or disease, it's a fungal infection. The Ophiocordyceps unilateralis, known commonly as the zombie ant fungus, is a parasite with a deadly agenda. What researchers found was a mind-altering fungus that could control the ant's every move, manipulating its actions like a marionette. As the fungus infects its host, it takes complete control of the ant's nervous system, guiding it to a location that will optimize its survival, then death. The strange life cycle of the zombie ant fungus. To understand how the zombie ant fungus operates, scientists first had to uncover its life cycle. Picture an ant climbing upwards, seemingly ignoring everything around it, even when faced with danger. What's driving this behavior isn't hunger or instinct, it's a fungus controlling its host. The ant will climb to a specific spot, usually a leaf or twig, and latch on with its mandibles. Here's where it gets eerie. The fungus releases chemicals that not only alter the ant's brain, but also manipulate its motor functions. The ant becomes a willing vessel for the fungus's spores, which will ultimately consume its body from the inside out. This ghastly process is just the beginning of the ant's transformation, an irreversible journey towards death. The ant's terrifying transformation. As the fungal infection progresses, the ant's body undergoes a terrifying transformation. Imagine being trapped in a foreign shell, watching your actions controlled by another entity. The ant's muscles lock, forcing it to hang from a branch or leaf, a position that provides the fungus with the best chance of spreading its spores. The infected ant's jaw clamps down, creating a death grip that can only be released after the fungus completes its cycle. This eerie phenomenon is a prime example of how parasitic organisms can exploit their hosts in unimaginable ways. The ant's body becomes a breeding ground for fungal spores, ready to be launched to infect the next victim. It's a haunting reminder of the fine line between life and death in the insect world. The spores that control minds. The zombie ant fungus doesn't just manipulate behavior, it uses spores to spread its influence. Imagine a microscopic spore, waiting for its moment to strike, dormant until conditions are just right. When an infected ant dies, its body becomes a nutrient-rich incubator for the fungus. The spores are released, drifting through the air, ready to infect a new host. They find ants through a combination of luck and pheromone attraction, homing in on them like a predator, following a trail of blood. Once settled, the spores begin their work, infecting the ant and controlling its every move until it meets its inevitable fate. This process is not only terrifying but also reveals the fine line between predator and prey in the natural world, as the fungus uses the ant's body as a mere vessel for reproduction. The battle for survival in the forest canopy. As the fungus spreads, the competition among ants for survival intensifies. Imagine ants not just foraging for food, but now also avoiding the deadly spores of their own kind. The forest canopy becomes a battlefield, with infected ants hanging precariously from branches, waiting for their next victim. This creates a macabre dance of death, where the weakest fall victim to the fungus first. The survivor ants must adapt quickly, learning to detect and avoid infected individuals. This deadly cycle highlights the fragility of life in the insect world and the extreme lengths to which organisms will go to survive. The fungal infection forces ants into suicidal behaviors to protect the fungus, altering the balance of life in the forest for the worse. The impact on ecosystems and biodiversity. The zombie ant fungus isn't just affecting individual ants, it's impacting entire ecosystems. Imagine a forest where every infected ant is a ticking time bomb, affecting everything around it. As the fungus spreads through the ant population, it disrupts food chains and alters biodiversity. Certain species become more vulnerable, while others are able to exploit the fungus's influence for their own gain. This creates a complex web of relationships, where even the smallest organisms can have a significant impact on the environment. The zombie ant fungus is a reminder of the interconnectedness of life and the unpredictable nature of evolution. It disrupts the natural order, turning life cycles upside down and pushing species to adapt in ways they never could have anticipated. The potential for human applications. Scientists are now exploring how the zombie ant fungus could benefit humanity. Picture a world where diseases are controlled using parasitic techniques, a futuristic idea that's not as far-fetched as it sounds. Researchers are studying the fungus to understand how it manipulates the ant's behavior, hoping to apply similar techniques to human health. The potential for controlling diseases through targeted manipulation of behavior is a tantalizing possibility. As science fiction becomes reality, the zombie ant fungus could hold the key to new therapies and treatments for conditions that currently have no cure. With breakthroughs in genetic engineering, we may soon be able to turn the tables on diseases like Alzheimer's and Parkinson's. The implications are staggering, making this one of the most exciting areas of biological research today. The mystery of the fungus's evolutionary strategy. The zombie ant fungus raises important questions about evolution and adaptation. Imagine an organism with a strategy so complex it can control the brain of its host, a feat that seems almost supernatural. How did this fungus evolve such a sophisticated method of survival? Scientists are still trying to piece together the genetic and environmental factors that led to this bizarre behavior. It's a reminder of how little we know about the natural world and how much there is still to discover. As we continue to study this parasitic organism, we are bound to find new insights into the process of natural selection and adaptation. The zombie ant fungus is a living experiment, pushing the boundaries of our understanding of evolution and adaptation. The fight for control, parasite versus host. The zombie ant fungus is a battle of wills between parasite and host. Imagine the ant struggling against its own body, forced to act against its own survival instincts. As the fungus takes control, the ant becomes a vessel for the parasite's reproductive cycle. This fight for control is played out in every forest where the fungus thrives. It's a brutal reminder of the struggle for existence in the natural world, where the line between predator and prey is often blurred. The zombie ant fungus is a testament to the power of parasitism and the lengths organisms will go to ensure their survival. This macabre relationship underscores the complexity of life in the insect world and the often brutal tactics used by nature. The ongoing research and discovery. The story of the zombie ant fungus is far from over. Imagine a world where each new discovery unlocks new questions, leading scientists down unexpected paths. Research into this parasite continues to reveal new insights into the mechanisms of behavior control and adaptation. With advances in technology and new methodologies, scientists are getting closer to understanding how the fungus achieves its control over ants. Each new finding brings us one step closer to unlocking the secrets of this bizarre organism. The zombie ant fungus is a reminder that nature still holds mysteries that challenge our understanding of life itself. As we delve deeper into this fascinating organism, we're bound to uncover even more secrets of the natural world. Thank you for tuning in. So if you enjoyed the content, please hit the like button and subscribe to stay updated with more exciting videos.